All right, we are back here. Sorry about the delay for commentary. Well, we're in round 4. Let me update that. Sorry about that. So this is the first round of stage 2. And for those of you who don't know, my name is Dion Morales, host of the Gold Squadron podcast, and I'm here at the Portland System Open. And I want to say thank you to Cascade Games for allowing us to be the exclusive streamer for the Portland System Open. Some background on our players here. Chris Constans is a local Portland player. Shout out to the his friends here that he plays with in Portland. They don't have an official squadron name yet, but it'll be coming. And then player 2 here on the right is out of Vancouver, Canada. Make sure to be specific. It's out of Vancouver, Canada, because I guess there's a Vancouver, Washington. And we're going to be calling him E. That's what he wanted to be called. So, but that's he's doing a dash and Poe list. We've seen a lot of dash Poe. He's sitting at, it looks like, 99 points. And Chris Constans is bringing triple Carthac Pirates with homing missiles, chips, and he's got lots of tools. I mean, this is a Ghostbuster, right? If you look at what he's got here, he's got harpoon missiles, he's got Boba Fett as a tool, fire control system, reacquire some target locks with one of them, and Intel Agent is on the other one. Let me see if I can work on getting some more of that. There's just so many upgrades that my overlay can't fit them all. Both of these players are sitting at 3-0. And looking to make sure that they stay 3-0 if they can to secure their spot in tomorrow's cut. So you can't have more than one loss. So one of these guys are going to be leaving with a loss here. And our round today, this round 4 is brought to you by Real Repaints. And Real Repaints, you can look them up on Facebook. He does all kinds of works, individual ships, squads, matching dials. You can send an email to realrepaints@gmail.com to ask questions about pricing and all that. But he does really great work, and I'm going to show off some of those later once we have a lull in the game or at the end. And let's also talk about the 2018 campaign against cancer. All of this system open today. We've been talking about it, hyping it up. xwing.org, x-wing.org, to see where you can go to a campaign against cancer event and play X-Wing and support cancer research. So let's go ahead and do our predictions of the game. Give me a 1 if you think that Chris Constans is going to be able to take these pirates to victory with his harpoon missiles, and give me a 2 if you think E is going to be able to dink and dank his way out of these harpoon missiles with dash. All right, we got the votes rolling in. I like the excitement. I would like to see as many people voting as possible. The more votes, the better. Alrighty. Oh, I'm gonna actually have to count this one. This is pretty close. Let's see here. So it looks like the voting is slanting towards one for the memes. Looks like the voting is leaning towards E running away with this. It looks like he's maybe a 3-1 favorite. And Chris has lots of tools here. Him having Boba Fett there, he's going to be saving that for either the heavy laser cannon from Dash, if he can get through those shields, or R2-D2 for Poe. Again, if you can get through those. Looking at the list here, we have all kinds of debris, big spread out. You know, I noticed that when I play Dash, usually when I've seen other people play Dash, you know, debris, you love it. But this is, because it's very spread out, it's not as safe as it could be. I think Chris did a good job of making sure that the debris is spread out. That way he has lanes to get to Dash as well. So we're looking at his vector here. He looks like he's going, I mean, he could, of course, break on Dash at any time he wants, but he is currently making his way slowly towards Poe. I mean, what do you think, Twitch chat? If you're Chris, who would you target first? Are you going after Poe, or are you going after Dash? The third pirate has Intel Agent. That's the one. That's the only one that's cut off. Is Intel Agent there? It just doesn't quite fit. There we go. Was able to sneak it in there. So we're going at Poe. Poe. I like it. So that Karthak pirate, try to zoom forward and see if you can get a target lock. He is just out of range. He's going to be focusing. So, you know, most likely those Skirks are going to be sticking together. Interesting. One forward, so staggering their approach here. I like it. With a barrel roll. And you know what? Let me put out some markers to mark which one of these is which. So we'll go S1. We're going to match that up with the overlay as well. So we're going to wait to find out which one is which here. And same deal with the other pirate. So we're going to work on getting those three set up and figure out which of these Skirks is which here. All right, so we got our three labels. I'll be right back. I'm going to go take a look on the table to see which Skirk is which and make sure we get them labeled correctly. All right, I'm back. We got those Skirks labeled correctly now. We know who is who. And we'll have our first engagement here. Both ships expected to shoot at Skirk number 3. Here comes our first shot. And using Poe's ability for 2. It is range 2, it looks like. So we're going to have 1 die. And he'll be taking 2 shields on Skirk number 3. Dash is also in range. It'll be obstructed, but it is heavy laser cannon. You got 4 dice coming in. Lone Wolf is active. And there's no reason not to spend that focus. Ooh, okay. So, spends it for 3. And he's debating whether or not to spend the focus on defense, and it looks like he is not going to, so he's just going to take 3 of them. So shields are down. And maybe the idea here is, rather than saving a shield, you see if you can get maybe 2 off of Poe. He does have auto thrusters off. Maybe you can dink 2 in. Okay, so focus for 2. And so he's taking 1 shield, and with regen, that's probably going to end up just being, being nothing here. But you do make him think about it. See if you can catch him next turn. I do want to remind all of our Twitch Prime subscribers that if you haven't re-Twitch Primed, make sure you do that. If you don't have to, but it doesn't cycle each month, and it's greatly appreciated because it's free money that helps go towards our community and building the Gold Squadron podcast and all the streams going all over the world. Well, not quite yet the world, but soon. So E already has his dash dial down, looks pretty confident. Now, Chris could spring a trap here on Poe. I mean, the temptation always for a regen ship is to make sure you do a regen move. But is that too predictable? And so one thing that one decision that Chris made in list building here is that he decided to go with guidance chips in order to have the ability to change one of your dice to a crit. Instead of going long-range scanners and guaranteeing the target lock. It's a strong choice, especially with Boba Fett crew, and I think that choice is probably influenced greatly by the large amount of ghosts that we see out there. There are quite a few in the field today, but people are having more answers for them, which is good. So it looks like dials are set. Chris likes to set his dials on his cards. I'm just waiting for play to resume. Probably expecting Dash to see. I think here's the question here: is Chris, if Dash just does something like a 1 bank, right, and Chris turns hard 2 to the right and just has all guns on Dash, that's a scary time for Dash. So I think you probably end up doing a safe move, something like a straight maneuver in order to barrel roll out of something if you need to. So 2 forward here from the Skurg. Barrel rolling to block the 1 forward. So the 1 forward's blocked up from Poe. The 2 forwards also blocked. And the 3, the 3 is blocked by the debris, essentially. So this should be just in range for a target lock. Chris doing a nice job of managing that. I expect him to pull out the range ruler and measure for target lock. He is choosing to barrel roll instead. Maybe the idea here is if you can get Poe blocked up and into a compromised position, he might be able to just leverage the primaries here. And it still has 3 dice, so it's very possible. And now the debate. does have extra munitions on all of these Skirks. I'll be marking off the extra munitions as we go. And the harpoon missiles. But he does go for the target lock. And dash one forward. He would have had the ability to barrel roll out if he needed to, but now he's going to have a shot at the Skirk number 1. That's the Boba Fett carrier. If he wants it. He does have a couple focus tokens on Rey. Probably just target locks here. Looks like he's going for a barrel roll. Or just a focus fire on Skirk number 3. Just going straight across, making sure he's not in auto blaster range. And poke. And he's going 3 bank with Poe. So that's a white maneuver, but it's going to plop him right in front of number 2. It's going to be trading some range 2 shots. Let's see once their arm moves. That might be range 1. We'll see. Does Poe have arc? That's the question. He does have boost, the boost action. If he wants to get a shot, he has a focus currently. But Poe is at risk of losing a couple more shields this turn. All right, so he chooses to boost. This will shrug off the target lock from Skirk number 1. We're going to see if there's a fit. It does fit. So they're going to be trading range 1 shots there. Does he remember the Black 1 title? Because he does have it. He does not. So that target lock could have come off if you remembered the Black 1 title there. Here's Poe, range 1. And it's a cock die. Re-roll it. They looked at me to see what the blue cloth was coming up a little bit. So he's going to be taking 2 shields on number 2. And here's dash. It's heavy laser cannon. He's going to spend the focus for 4 hits. And that's going to be 4 into number 3. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So Skirk number 3 is sitting at 1 hull. So, I mean, with the Lone Wolf reroll, it was a great decision to, you know, he had the ability to possibly, he's going to be able to PS kill Skirk number 3 next turn. Here comes a range 1 shot from Skirk 2 into Poe. And no mods, so he's just going to be getting, has 1. I understand the temptation there, but to go 4 dice, but all right, it works out. It gets a second shield. Now Poe was in a position to just run away here and regen. So while he's taking these, you know, he was able to take off a couple shields. In the end, it might not matter. So Rey tokens, he's got 1 left. One in the Ray Bank. Fire control system does initiate there with number 2. So it's kind of the initial engagement here. E is definitely ahead. He's been able to almost kill Skurg number 3. I do expect him to just make a move that puts him in range of number 3. Chris doesn't have a lot of options to really punish Dash for that. We'll probably see something like a 1 or 2 bank from Dash and be able to barrel roll from left to right to control range to get to SE3. All right, looks like all dials are set. We're waiting for players to commit to their dials. And one of the players is going around the other side to see what his options are here. So in early voting, we did have E sitting at a 3-1 favorite, and it looks like he's been able to leverage his tools very well in this game so far. I mean, having Dash, his 4-dice turret, that he was able to basically flank with Dash, helps a ton. Now, of course, trying to wrangle Dash with PS1s can be tough, but at the same time, damage on Dash sticks as opposed to Poe, where he can regen it pretty easily. And it looks like we're Talon rolling. All the Talon rolls. All right. That guy's going to be double stressed, and it looks like he's just committing to Poe. He's trying to see if he can punish Poe for being an arc. He's got 2 target locks out there. Now, here's a reminder from the last game. Here's the 1 bank, or from the last round. E had an opportunity to get rid of one of those target locks earlier with the boost, and he forgot the black 1 title. So we'll see if Chris has an opportunity to punish him for it. Barrel roll. So he's got that left to right movement. He should be able to catch Skurg number 3 there at the top right. Yeah, they sure did. I forgot the damage roll for the debris on Skurg number 2. Yeah, he should be double stressed. So here is the you'll see, like here, he would have been no target locks at all. So that, after the boost here, he did regen a shield on Poe. And Dash is in range. Lone Wolf, is it active? He has to check range to Poe. And 4 dice, and that's going to kill number 3. So E is up here by 33 points. He's scored those. And just as a reminder, you do see Chris there dealing all the damage cards. The rules of the game do state that you need to deal all the damage, even if it overkills a ship. So that is a correct move there. And Poe is on that vector to just get out of town. So we'll see what the missiles do here. He's going to be able to get one of them off. So that's a primary. No modifier, so this probably does. Oh, so it's going to be Poe. No damage. And here's extra munitions. The whatchamacallit, the harpoon missile. Harpoons, here we come. 4 dice. Through a rock. Auto thrusters is active. It is range 3. Four dice. He's got target lock chips, so he'll re-roll 2 of those. And chips, so 3 crits and a hit. This could definitely punish Poe, having only 2 dice. He has 2 shields, so he wants to try to get 2 evades here. Oh, he has 3 dice, sorry. Oh, well, that's going to be enough. Auto thrusters takes 1 shield. 1 shield. Now the obstruction was money there. Helps to roll natties. Down to 1 shield. And reacquires with fire control system. Yep, the other one. There you go. They got it. And Poe should be Poe should be harpooned. Yeah. There you go. I had the judge next to me, so. No problem. Roll squadron ace. Thank you. And it looks like the dials are set here. Yeah, this is going to definitely be an uphill battle for Chris here. I don't know how he's going to be able to track down. I mean, he's just going to have to continue to try to punish with the harpoon missiles, but being double stressed, that's going to be rough. Mars, Mike Beard here says, Poe should be harpooned. Sounds like something Hux might say in episode 9. I like it. So, Skirg number 2 is able to clear the stress. He's putting some pressure on Poe here, because most likely he will end up in front of both of those Skirgs. Rolls for damage. Nothing. And dash. 1 forward. I mean, just conservative moves here, which are the correct moves. He'll have to barrel roll in order to get a shot, because heavy laser cannon is only range 2 to 3. And Poe does a 3 forward, so he's going to be in arc of both. We most likely are going to see a boost here in order to get out of range of Skurg number 1 and to shed that target lock. There's the boost. It's out of range, most likely from number 1, and he gives back the target lock. And the model goes on the Skurg 1. And he was asking which one has damage, and it's number 2 does. Here comes heavy lasers. And we have Lone Wolf active. That is 4 hits coming into Skurg number 3. And that's going to be 3 shields. So shields are down. On that Skurg. Yeah, Dash really punishes 1 agility ships, like really bad. He can consistently get 3 to 4 hits. Most of the time it's going to be 4 hits with the Lone Wolf free roll plus the Ray focus. And Poe's job is just to survive now. He is a points fortress. Dash will be able to reliably kill both of those other Skurgs, but let's say worst comes to worst, even if he is only able to kill 1, Poe's worth more. So, yep, evaded. This is that was Skurg number 2. Excuse me, Skurg number 3 at range 3, and here's Skurg number 2 at range 2. And no mods. He's got Poe ability, and we move on to Dials. So expecting Dash here just to do a hard 1 to the left, and just, I mean, Chris has committed now to Poe. Poe is fast enough, though, with the boost in order just to stay at range 3, and he's up full on health now, I believe, or maybe he's at 2 shields. 1. He should be at 2 shields because he did a 3 forward that turn. Did he forget? Let's take a look at his cards. No, he did. He did not. So it's there. We can get rid of the Skurg number 3 marker. And 1 forward will clear the stress off of Skurg number 2. He's focusing just to try to have some modded shots. With Black 1, Pose is able to shed those locks, so you want some modification, you need the focus. Skurg number 2 has 5 hole left, so he's just hoping to get a shot here. At least 1 more before he dies. There's the hard 1 we talked about. And probably he has Ray focus. Looks like he's going to take a target lock. There it is. If he rolls more than 1 blank, he'll be able to use that. The 1 bank brings Poe back to full hull. Excuse me, full shields. And he's going to boost. He is now range 3 behind a rock. He'll have 4 dice against the Skurg number 2's 3 dice shot. And now here comes Dash into number 2. You lone wolf here. And spend them all for 4. Here comes the dice. And gets an evade. So he's going to be taking 3. He's sitting at 2 hull. So that pirate's going to live for 1 more turn. Let's see if he can do any meaningful damage onto Poe before he leaves this world. So Skurg number 2 is out of range. Single shot, range 3 through a rock. You hope for some focuses here. And he's most likely not going to take any damage. Not sure why he re-rolled that. Maybe it wasn't flat in the box. So I'm trying to look for a win condition for Chris. I mean, obviously we see that E is in the driver's seat right now. I mean, probably the first thing he's going to need to do is try to get both guns on target. If he can start shooting Poe, if he can get both, no, but Skurg number 2 is gonna die this turn before he gets to shoot. Yeah, they're all right. So he's spinning it around and trying to go for Dash here, threaten Dash. He already took the target lock with number 1. So here we go, double Talon rolls. One forward. And E can just barrel roll out if he wants to avoid the shot from number 1. But looks like he's just going to focus. He hasn't taken any damage, so I guess it isn't a huge deal. Let's go ahead and fix those numbers here. So he'll pop countermeasures on Dash here to get rid of that target lock for sure. All right, Poe does the Talon roll. And he doesn't pop the countermeasures here with Dash. I guess he doesn't care. 1 hit, 1 evade, no damage there. Here comes heavy laser cannon. And 2 hits. I believe he has a target lock on that guy. Yeah, there you go. So he's debating whether he wants to have the focus for defense. He's debating whether or not to spend the target lock here. He just spends the focus, and that will kill Skurg number 2. He'll be taking a harpoon missile here from Skurg number 1, who is full, has 5 health. 5 health, 5 shields. I keep saying that. 5 hull and 5 shields. And here comes harpoon missile and guidance chips. And 2 evades. So he'll be taking 2 shields there on dash. And he has the harpoon condition now. And the harpoon missiles are gone off of that Skurg. So the harpoon threat is no longer there. He can still trigger the harpoon condition, if he rolls a natural crit. But at this point, it looks like, with heavy laser cannon doing 3 to 4 damage a turn, Chris is going to have to really rely on some variance to keep him alive here. He's going to need to try to toss some natural evades, try to get in the dash bubble, and see if E can basically make a mistake. That's his win condition right now, is E needs to mess up. We're going to probably just see the barrel roll here from dash in order to get a shot, or he just stays for a turn to bank a focus. Nope, he's staying offensive, which I think is the right choice here. You win the game by killing things. The 1 bank clears the stress. And we'll get to the combat phase now. So here's Poe, range 2, 3-on-1. And with Poe, that'll be 3 hits. Gets an evade, takes 2. It is outside of range 1, so here comes heavy laser cannon from dash. And first time he's rolled 2 blanks, but he does have a target lock out there. Lone Wolf is active. Looks like he's choosing to do that. And just 2. And he's down to 1 shield. And as this game rolls down here, I do want to remind everybody, there's lots of different ways to support Gold Squadron Podcast and all the streaming that we do, literally going all around the country, bringing you live stream from premier and regional events. Going to see, did he shoot? I don't think he shot. That was outside of range 1, so you can't. You can do it a couple ways. You can go to patreon.com/Gold Squadron. This is the largest group of people who support us. They are the ones that make it happen. Without them, there is no Gold Squadron podcast going all over the place. The talent roll here. There are a total of 6 rounds. We got 2 more rounds after this one. You can support the podcast by becoming a Twitch Prime subscriber. If you have Amazon Prime, you can go ahead and connect your Amazon Prime account to Twitch and become a Prime subscriber. Throws a couple bucks our way, costs you nothing. You get an awesome gumboat emoji. And if you would like me to walk you through that, you can go to our YouTube page, and I have a video up there. It's called How to Become a Twitch Prime Subscriber, on how to do that. So it's really easy. The other way you can support us is going to goldsquadronpodcast.com. We have some swag up there for sale, some overstock Patreon cards. Those are some extras that I had left over, and I'll be putting up those as they come in. I only sell the overstock because I want to make sure that all of my countermeasures gets rid of the target lock. To make sure my patrons get all their stuff. All right, looks like it's range 1. And lastly, the way you could support our streaming is if you have a... Oh. And here comes Poe. 3 hits and a crit. Throws an evade. So shield, hit, crit. We'll see what that crit is here in a minute. And he didn't show us the crit there. There comes Dash. That's the worst roll he's had so far with Dash. 2 hits coming in. And he's now sitting at 1 hole. And he's taking a shot here at Dash. So it looks like it was a weapons failure. 2 dice. And Dash is at half. Looks like he forgot Lone Wolf. They're kind of. Oh, still got a shield there. They're having a good time. The players are smiling. They know how this is going. So Dash at this point pretty much just needs to do something like 2 forward and then just barrel roll into position to end the game. So he sets the dial. 2 bank. It clears the stress. Probably just see a focus here. Focus and pray. I'm expecting a talent roll here from Poe. Two bank. That's still a strong move. Lone Wolf range. You still have range for heavy laser cannon. Throws down the focus. Oh, he just does it too hard with Poe. This is fine, though. I mean, Poe's done his job. He was able to draw the heat off of the Pirates early. Took a couple shields and then just got out of town. And we'll see if who's going to finish this. Poe going to finish this, or is it going to be Dash? So here comes Dash. Lone Wolf. Oh, 1. He's got a roll here. He's got to get it. No. So that is the game there. Fun game here played between Chris and E. Chris is able to take it there at the end. Excuse me, not Chris. E is able to take it there at the end. That is a 100-0 victory. he did a great job of controlling range and using the tools he had available. And Chris didn't quite get the range control that he needed early in order to catch Poe. He committed to Poe early, and because he wasn't able to get all 3 arcs on target, that's really what cost him the game there. I did want to take a moment to talk about our sponsor. He does amazing repaints. He's actually he's here today at the System Open. He brought even more stuff to show me. He does great work. Real Repaints. You can go to Real Repaints on Facebook, look him up. There's a space in between there. It's 2 words. Or send him an email, realrepaints@gmail.com. He's working on some stuff for me for Gold Squadron. He did a lot of stuff for the crates as well. He does just great work. And I think my favorite piece out of these that I have pictures up here is that slaver. Look at the detail and the freehand work on that. That is amazing. Excuse me, I'm going to sneeze. Here it comes. And I also want to talk about the Campaign Against Cancer, 2018 Campaign Against Cancer. It's happening April 7th. All around the United States, and there's one happening, I believe, in Australia and one in Canada. It's a great way to play X-Wing while supporting cancer research. Thanks to all our patrons who make this happen. And thank you to all our Twitch Prime subscribers for throwing that free money our way. You guys are awesome. If you want to learn how to do that, go to our YouTube page. We have a video. Super easy. Only takes a couple minutes. If you have Amazon Prime and a Twitch account, connect them, click the button, get your gunboat emoji. We'll be back. We still have, look at the timer, we still have about 16 minutes left in the round. I'm going to take a small break here, and I'll take a look at some of the other matchups, see how things are going. We'll be back. Thank you for watching. And Gold Squadron not out. Gold Squadron be back later. We have 2 more rounds left to go. So we'll see what happens. Portland System Open.